So Arsenal securing the win without captain Aubameyang, who was dropped for what the club called a breach of pre-match protocol. Ray, how can you be late when you've got 14 cars in your drive?
Well, Ferraris and all.
Car?
Well, I totally agree with Mikel Arteta. You know, no one's bigger than the team. I know Aubameyang's a very important player, captain as well. You've got to lead by example. But there's no excuse for being late, is there? I mean, I don't know. I should imagine they would have been in a hotel.
Well, it's not the first time he's been late. We should make that
whether
clear.
it's for training, I don't know. Whether it's the day before for training or day of the game, I'm not too sure about the whole story. And it didn't really. I think Mikel Arteta's done a really good interview after the game. Look, it's dealt with. I've had words with him. Now he's ready for selection for the week for Thursday in the against Olympiacos. Matters closed, and that's what you've got to do. It stays in the dressing room. Why should Mikel Arteta come out and start, you know, hoping in a can of worms, if you like, and saying, well, he was late for this, doing that. You don't. The public don't need to know that. The matter's been dealt with, and now everybody will be a little bit scared of it now, of saying, well, we can't be late now, because if he gets away with it out, and then someone else is late, and they get dropped, then there's a problem in the dressing room.
Well, it's horrible being late. So why were you banging on my door this morning at 5:20? Do you know what I mean? He banged
what do you want me to do?
I thought,
trying to get you up.
And then the excuse was, Al, have you got a comb? No, I think he's banged on the wrong door.
I know.
Don't you?
I thought, I was looking at your Barney at the time. I was thinking, would he have a comb? I don't think he would have a comb. But to be fair,
5:20, I went, who's that?
To be fair, he's still in his pants. I'm like that. I thought you said we're leaving at 12:30. I said, what?
Yeah, well, it takes me a few minutes, just, you know.
What, you're not Superman or something?
Jump in the shower, clean the teeth, and let's go.
He gets in the old phone box and he's ready to go.
Honestly. Banging on the door that time.
I've done you a favour getting you up, don't worry about that.
Ah, rubbish. I listen, I have 3 snoozes. I set my alarm really early and I have 3 snoozes before I get up.
How long's the snoozes?
Well, 9 minutes, isn't it? I think 9 minutes on my phone, you can set them. Anyway, listen, you got away with it, didn't you?
What's that got to do with a penalty, snoozes?
No, we're talking about being late.
Well, to be fair, Al, I think it was exactly the right thing to do. The manager's the manager. No one's bigger than the club. Well, it could have gone wrong, but you got to stamp your authority and say, look, you can't do that. And I think it's disrespectful for the other players as well. If everybody else is on time every day and then someone keeps being late, I wouldn't like it as a player. I'd be saying, well, I think behind the scenes, the players have got to have a little word with him and say, come on, you know, just leave 15 minutes earlier.
Do they now, Ray? It's not
well, they should do.
It's not like a tight group when we played. You know, do they talk to each other, these players?
Well, they should do.
When they finish training, though, they all go their separate ways, don't they?
And usually, for training reasons, if you're starting at a certain time, Al, you're usually in an hour before anyway. I just don't get it. Because you're getting massages, you're getting your strappings done and all that sort of stuff.
It's talking about being late. Josie was late a couple of times at Manchester United when they used to stay in the hotel.
Was he?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Well, that's
he
not
used
a
to
good
stay
example.
at Old Trafford Cricket Ground and got caught in traffic a couple of times.
I don't know what the situation is now. Do they go straight to the game for a home game? Do they have their lunch indoors? I'm not too sure, but usually you go and have your pre-match meal together. So I don't know how you can be late and being late for meetings or whatever it is.
I remember going to Chelsea once, stuck in the King's Road traffic, and then there was someone didn't get knocked over, but I think a bus hit someone.
But you was on the coach, Al.
We were on the coach.
Well, you can't do nothing about that. You're all together.
We had to change on the coach. So we got to Stamford Bridge, walked out, all the gear on, boots on, straight on the pitch.
And what was the score?
1-3-0.
Did you?
Yeah.
Should do that every week.
I scored 3. And I drove the bus. You believe anything, don't you?
No. Did you score? How many did you score?
No, we did win. I did play Stamford Bridge a lot because Chelsea got relegated. But that was a side that had up front a young Tommy Langley, Ian Britton, who I believe is gone now, passed, poor Ray Wilkins. His brother Graham played, Mickey Droy, Gary Stanley, people like that played. And they went down.
But Al, if you said to your children, you got a job interview, you don't say, right, it should take you an hour, so you give yourself an hour, do you?
Oh, no. So
you give yourself another 45 minutes, just in case. If you get around the area of the job interview,
and I don't care if
you go in a coffee shop or you wait for the, make sure you're in the area, because you never know what's going on. And if you're late, you won't get the job. Simple.
She's got to try every door 3 times, or she won't leave the house. Is it locked? I've gone through more door handles and more locks you can't believe.
Look at them security guards on your gate as well. Why do you need to lock the doors?
They don't count, honestly. She's murder. Oh, dear. But it's horrible being late. It is. It's the worst
There's no excuse for that, really.